We've got the shotguns and the sniper rifles. So I'm going to give him a sergeant.
Understood.
I'll also give him some shotguns. Now, if I want the new units I'm building to deploy and come directly to me, you can set a rally point in the world. We can also set the rally point right on your hero. And any units you build will come directly to the front line. We just, just once again, fully emphasize that we really want people to be fighting.
The enemy is destroying a key structure.
Okay, so I'm going to save up some resources to get a tank, because I really like the Predator. I find he's really effective if you get him out early game. So I'm going to check up level 3.
Technology unlock beginning. Oh, yes.
As you can see, I'm using these 3 squads in tandem to take these guys out. It's pretty effective. So that guy's hightailing it now. I'm going to capture this point, but cover plays a really vital role. So I'm going to set up my plasma cannon guys in cover over here to protect this point.
We have 300 points remaining. Additional units have become available.
I've unlocked Tech 3 now. I need just a few more resources to get a tank.
This is Imperial territory now. Squad on the
So, the way I like to play is, I personally like to play with a smaller army, right? Because I like it, and it's actually a viable strategy in Dawn of War 2. But that's not necessarily the case with all players. There are other guys like to play with 10 or 15 squads, right? And it's a really cool choice to have, because a lot of the other RTSs, that's not the case. You need to be really able at, you got to be really good at micromanagement, controlling lots of squads, microing on multiple fronts. Not so in Dawn of War 2. You can, but you don't need to. So, okay, so I got enough resources here now to get a Predator tank.
One of our initiatives has fallen. Our fortifications are under
Get these guys in this building. My hero got killed. So now most of your units in the game, when they die, they're dead. But your hero units, these guys are larger than life, right? So they can be revived on the battlefield by your teammates. But you can also revive them yourself, but it's going to cost you requisition. And to revive them right away is going to cost a lot of requisition, and that counts down over time. So I've got enough now to buy him back. He's going to appear back at the base and in a safe area. So I've been getting totally dominated because I'm, not completely concentrating and we're talking here. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to enable a little resource sheet here so I can get some more dudes a little faster. And let's go. Let's field some additional units. The last mechanic you guys should really probably see is about the global abilities. So we talked about how the heroes each get global abilities that comes with them. So I'm actually just gonna do something real quick here. So I don't lose the game.
We have 100 points remaining.
Global abilities, work very similar to the way they did in Company of Heroes. My force commander here, he's got 5 different global abilities that he can use. He can call in a drop pod, he can deep strike terminators, and he can also call orbital bombardment. And the way you get this resource is called zeal, is by killing guys, right? You're being rewarded for getting in the action, getting dirty, right? So I'm gonna use this deep strike, and I'll call in an assault squad of terminators. I really quite like, playing with a Terminator Force Commander upgraded with Terminator armor, and assault squad, Terminators, and a tank. And just the 4 of them moving around, because they can all just destroy any cover they encounter, and they're really just pretty devastating. So now that I've destroyed those Terminators, send these guys in, and we use their teleportability, chase this guy. Call a little orbital bombardment on their base too.
Orbital batteries, fire.
Orbital bombardment is really the touchstone of the franchise. It's really over-the-top units, over-the-top abilities, massive destruction and explosions. With Dawn of War, we're trying to make a really tactical and strategic game, but we also want it to be really fun. I think a lot of strategy games forget that. So, and we want every unit to just be, when it comes on the battlefield, feel like it's just, can walk through a brick wall. Just incredibly powerful units. Is there anything else you'd like to see?
Talk a little bit about some of the UI enhancements and some of the features of the UI.
Yeah, for sure. So, the UI. So, basically what we've done, one of the things we're trying to do in Dawn of War is make it easier to play for people who aren't experts at RTS. It's like so many RTS games assume that people have been playing for the last 10 years. You've been playing since Dune 2 or whatever, right? And it's just not the case. And what we found is a lot of people can't find their units. They can't make them out on the mini-map, or they're even unaware that there is a mini-map. So one of the things we've done here is we've added hotkey buttons, for your control groups, but now you can actually see them. So at any point, I'm like, where's my force commander? I don't know where he is. I can simply, double-click his picture, and I'll move it to right where he is, right? Same thing, where are my Terminators? Oh yeah, they're down here. Oh, awesome, right? And if I, set up a control group on him, like, set him to be control 3, it now updates, and I can see that, right? So we're really trying to make it easier for people to play. This is our mini-map down here. This is where, you can set pings on the map to show your friends, what point you're going after and what you're trying to do.
I shall build this land for the chapter.
Our resources are over here, just on top of the ability bar, so you can quickly compare what it's going to cost to purchase a unit.
Mind talking a little bit about the games for Windows Live integration and the matchmaking that comes with it?
For sure.
Disaster looms. We must act now.
Yeah, so Games for Windows Live is fully integrated in Dawn of War 2 for matchmaking, for online play, for voice chat, and it basically allows people to connect really easily. That's why we're using it, right? That really robust matchmaking. The same code that gets people to match in Halo 3 is going to get people to match in Dawn of War 2, which is really awesome. I'll actually show you the matchmaking screen, and we've tried to make it really, really easy for people to get in a game together, and you can send invites to your friends, invite them into your games. You don't have to go through a big lobby and say, anyone looking for a guy to join, It's simple. Just find a game. You hit find a game, choose your hero, and I can form a party of up to 3 players, and because I'm going to search for team battle, I can click here, pops up Games for Windows Live. I can add one of my friends, check out my friends list, and blast off some invites to some of these guys, and they'll join up. We'll form a party, and I just start searching. We'll start looking for a game, right? And it's really that simple to find a game, which is really, really awesome. And once I form this party, we search together, we play together, and we stay together, right? And we stay together as long as we want. Right?
And what about is in-game voice also handled by live?
Yeah, in-game voice is completely handled by live. So if you got a microphone, it's plugged in your PC and it works, it will work in the game. So full voice chat, which is really, really awesome because we are really building a team game, and we want people to play together because I think it's more fun to play together. And voice chat, I think, is really integral to that.
And the game will be available on Steam.
Yeah, we'll be selling it on Steam. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Very excited about that.
Thank you very much.